Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Flips it out on the screen. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Porter. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Bruins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, UCLA.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play race.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, and that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field is St. Clair. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, 2 great plays in a row by the defense, and if I'm on the coaching staff offensively, David, I'm starting to wonder, okay, how can I protect my quarterback? Do we need to move the pocket, change the launch point? Do I got to get the ball out of his hands quicker? Because right now, it doesn't look like my offensive line can hold up.
Nah, and when your offensive line can't hold up, there's a lot of things you can do, right? You can keep more guys in to protect. You can try to be a little bit more play action, run the football, keep them off balance. But 2 plays in a row, 2 dominant wins, 2 big sacks to really get this offense going the wrong direction.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. The tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cox. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute the game.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He might want another play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent's territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Farrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, two of the three things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. What if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road? I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
To throw, it's St. Clair. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Back open in the middle. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. 4th down is coming. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. That's caught. It's Marshall. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move, it's Jackson. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Down to 2 minutes before that, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Tackled there by the defense.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Moves around to clear up the vision. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Peoples. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They go to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air. It's St. Clair. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense lining up quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hauls it in. Powers through. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
The sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They try to get it outside on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Well, jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Bruins will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He wants to throw it again. He wants to go deep. Touchdown, through it. They take the lead with the 6. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. There's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's St. Clair. Buys a little time. On the run, deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll throw it. With the catch, it's Cooper. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Floating away. He throws into the middle of the field. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to touch.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Got a lot of room to the right. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Rushes on him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going to take off. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dime.
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be
going for it all. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Looking downfield at St. Clair. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They'll go to the air. Here's a hit. And a sack. All the way back at the 5. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now in a
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Cox.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And the Bruins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On the ground, it's Cox. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys.
Man, that's tough for the kicker. Here you are in the 4th quarter. You're trying to break this tie, give your team the lead, and knock it off the upright.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Caught in the backfield. It's Peoples. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Third and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Connection to the right. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, through it. They strike first here in overtime.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air, it's St. Clair. Buying some time. There he goes. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. That's caught. It's Cooper. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Gonna swing it on second down. Looking for the end zone. If he runs this back, this game's over. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down. Any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The official says no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.